Good morning. Welcome to your Sunday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist, here with some interesting words for today. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. And really, truly, all of us are mothers. Men, women, children, everyone. We're all mothers. Why? Because we've birthed something. Some of us have birthed humans, some of us have birthed businesses, some of us have birthed ideas. We've all birthed something, so let's celebrate that. Happy Mother's Day to all of us. And our card today, good morning, Carolyn, welcome. Happy Mother's Day, glad you are here. Our card for today is, I gotta grab some hand lotion here. I'll show you. Apple and Almond Mary Kay hand cream. Fabulous stuff. There's my infomercial. The card for today comes from the Allowing Prayers deck, which we've had frequently lately, and we've actually had this card recently. And you know my old saw that when something shows up multiple times, it's like it's knocking on the door. Okay, are you listening? Are you going to open the door? Are you going to connect with the message and allow that information to settle into your bones? So that's kind of good morning, good morning, good morning. So Cindy's here and Mel's here. Glad to have you all here. Carolyn was already popped on, so here we are on this fine Mother's Day, celebrating all that we've birthed, humans, ideas, businesses, etc. We're celebrating the birth of everything. All right, so what I want to do with this message today, I actually called this version 2 because we've done this one recently, is I want to pick one aspect of it and dive us a little deeper into it. So thank you for the hearts. Very pretty. Thank you, thank you. All right, so Allowing Prayers deck by Siobhan Nash. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Yes. 57 invitations to spark a conversation with your soul. So if we think about the 1 in 57 odds that I'd pull this card again, it's not like the odds of winning the lottery, certainly. Good morning, Lucy. But it is a stretch. It is a stretch that this particular card would show up again. I hope we all appreciate that and understand. We want to pay attention here. So, again, Allowing Prayers deck. And this is one that has 3 questions. Cindy, if you wouldn't mind putting them in the feed. Good morning, Peggy. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. And then I want to dive us a little deeper on one of those questions. So, allow focus. Allow focus. So those of us who struggle with focus in the first place because of attention deficit issues or whatever, and those who struggle with focus merely because of all the things they've got on their plate or because of how we've been trained to, pay attention to everything that's going on, or because we're women, in the past we've kind of been defined as prey, P-R-E-Y, we're very aware of what's going on around us, that pulls our attention away. Oops. But again, now we're going to bring it back, and in these few minutes that we share today, we're going to be very focused. And I'm picking something that I think can be informative and fruitful for all of us. So our first question is, what if instead of an outward order, focus became an inward invitation? So we're going to circle those last 2 words, inward invitation, and that's what we're going to do some things with today. So what if instead of an outward order, focus became an inward invitation? You might already have some thoughts and feelings about that, right? Second one is, where is your soul inviting you to look closer or dig a little deeper? So that's kind of our focus for today. Where is your soul inviting you to look closer or dig a little deeper? And then the third one is, what next step would you take if you followed that focus? Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. So first question is, what if instead of an outward order, focus became an inward invitation? Thank you for the sunshine, Lucy. I think we're going to be a little short on that today, but it doesn't matter anyway. Where is your soul inviting you to look closer or dig a little deeper? And what next step would you take if you followed that focus? So we're going to do that right now. We're going to take that next step and follow that focus. So I'd like y'all, not if you're driving, I'd like y'all to close your eyes. Some nice deep belly breaths. Good morning, Bonnie. We're about to do a guided imagery following an inward invitation. So some nice deep belly breaths. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allowing your shoulders to drop in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just being right here, right now, inhabiting this moment. Breathing into your heart space. Exhaling any holding or tension in your body. And as you continue to breathe deeply and easily, I'd like you to shift your focus within. Follow that inward invitation that you have been sent from the wise part of you that knows, good morning, Beth, we're just doing a little imagery here, if you want to close your eyes, that knows where it would be good for you to look a little closer, good for you to dig a little deeper. That's what we're doing today. So just moving to that still space within. And you may find yourself in a space that you've been before. You may find yourself in a different space. Wherever Spirit takes you, just follow. Just follow. And wherever you end up, I'd like you to kind of look around that space with your intuitive eyes. And some people, especially artists, tend to be very visual when they have their eyes closed in their thinking. They literally see within. Some of the rest of us, I'm more of a feeling-based person, so I just tend to have like a sense of knowing. I don't literally see it inside, but I have a sense of knowing. Others of you may be very auditorily based. You may hear the guidance, come this way, be here. But wherever you are inside, that following that inward invitation, just looking around that space, enjoying what you see, knowing that this is a space of safety and healing just for you. And now I'd like you to return the invitation to your soul. I'd like you to invite your soul to share with you where it would like you to look a little deeper, look more closely, really tuning in within. And it might be some very positive things that come to the surface, things that soul wants you to feel gratitude for today. That's beautiful. It might be some things that need a little bit of looking at, a little bit of a tweak, a little adjustment to get your trajectory more centered on your life path and the things you're meant to learn this time around. Breathe into that soul space. Expand it. Imagine it expanding into that field of infinite possibilities. Are there some possibilities your soul is encouraging you to pursue, to look at, to be present with? Just pick up whatever information your soul is sharing with you. Notice how you feel about what's coming to you. Do you feel excited? Oh yeah, this is going to be great. Do you feel some trepidation? Ooh, that feels way bigger than I thought I was going to be addressing in my lifetime. Does it feel like something you're not equipped to do? Because then I would like you to remember that when we're guided in a certain direction, when there's something we're meant to look at, pursue, check out, etc., we're given the tools to do so. We have everything we need within. We've been fed a bill of goods by advertisers, America, etc., that we have to keep pursuing, make more money, buy more stuff, live in a bigger house, all that stuff. Misguided. Thank you for the sunrise. Beautiful. Thank you. let's reorient. Let's reorient. We're in this inner space right now. Your soul space. You've connected inwardly with your soul and the beautiful guidance that it has for you. Yes, we're going to be bringing some of that stuff to our external world and allowing it to shine like a beacon as we move down our path, but the origins are within. We don't need to look outside of ourselves for satisfaction. That comes from within. And if you'll notice, the more people have become consumers, the less satisfied they are. Let that truth just kind of settle in. And it is so easy to get sucked up into that. Well, yeah, I could use one of those. Or I could, that'd be great to have. But it's stuff. As Robert Kiyosaki would say, doodads. It's doodads. As soon as you buy it, it's lost its value. And it doesn't do much for you. Think about that. The stuff that's on the end stops at wherever you shop, that's usually doodad kind of material, all right? You can even think of your vehicle as being a doodad. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it has lost a lot of value. So his thing was, and this was before he kind of went off the deep end with some of the things he's doing now, but his thing was having things of value. We all have to have things, yes, but having things of value. So I don't need 8,000 coffee mugs. I have my one Believe mug and my one Truffle mug, and I'm good. I'm good. When we stop that pursuit of stuff, when we take the time like we are right now, going within to this still inner space, connecting with the messages that our soul is sharing with us, we are opening the door to infinite possibility, opening the door to greater satisfaction in our lives, opening the door to willingness to have more connection with others, because there is no competition. We're here to cooperate. We're here to collaborate. We're here to walk each other home. Walk each other home. So allow focus. Allow your focus to be withdrawn from the things that do not serve you and put to the things that do. And oftentimes those things aren't things. They're people, they're relationships, they're gathering knowledge, their wisdom, their love, they're all of those kinds of things. That's where it's worthwhile to put our focus. So just breathing in, listening to your soul's message for you today, gathering it into your heart. And again, I want you to breathe into your heart, expanding it. Kind of like that image of the Grinch where they put the little x-ray machine up to his heart and it goes pop, pop, and busts the machine. Yes. Yes. Sustainability is a really good word. It's a really good concept. It's a really good lifestyle. Yes. Do we need one house on a 5-acre lot and then 5 acres over there's another huge house? Or could some of that be, let's make little pocket neighborhoods? If you don't know about pocket neighborhoods, look them up. They're kind of a variation on the theme of intentional community, which is what I'm aiming for. The main difference is with intentional community, you have a common space, a building that people gather in. With pocket neighborhoods, you have a green space, an outdoor space, which is where people gather. They may or may not have a common house, and the intentional community probably does have green space too, where people gather. So it's all definition, but that idea of gathering together with peeps, knowing, having each other's back, knowing what's going on with other people, still having privacy, but being connected. So what right now is your soul? As you're connecting with your soul, in your soul space within, what are you being guided to? It might be take a class. It might be learn something new. It might be let go of a particular something that is not serving you. Let's say you've been I'm just going to make something up here. Let's say you've been going out to eat a lot, a whole lot of going out to eat. You aren't feeling very well. It's costing a whole lot of money. You're not enjoying it as much because it's not an uncommon event. It's like, oh yeah, here we are again. Maybe you're being guided. Throttle that back a bit. Doesn't mean you have to cook 8,000 meals. Might mean you make something and you have it for 3 or 4 meals. Might mean you get more sustainable with the food that you're eating. I'm going to fill up half my plate with green stuff. Whatever it is. But again, listening to your soul, your soul's guidance, your soul's wisdom. What are you being called to? Breathe a little more. Nice deep belly breaths, just in case you've sort of dropped off on that part. Breathing and receiving that message, allowing that soul invitation now to provide you with some things, some steps. What can I do to move this forward? I'm getting this information, this guidance. Take a class. Well, maybe today I could Google the local community college and see what kinds of things are going on for their adult ed stuff. Or maybe I could go on Facebook to the events stuff and look and see if there's anything coming up soon that I would like to do. Maybe I could join a meetup thing and do some things with other people. What is your heart calling you to do? Maybe it's to create more contemplative time. Maybe you don't have a practice that allows for journaling or meditation or guided imagery or any of that stuff. Maybe that's what you're being called to. If you'd like to put in the feed what you have received for a message, I'd love to see. Good morning, Judy. And I can hold big space for you following that guidance. Now I'd like you to imagine, what is it that will likely get in the way of what you're being guided to do? And some of you are just going to say life. And I get that. I get that. So now I would like you to open yourself to receiving some guidance from your soul about how to deal with that particular interruption, distraction, unfocusing that may tend to arise. So I was on a Zoom call with my 3 buddies from the Tony Robbins program who are all significantly younger than me, which is really fun. And we were talking about that. How do we structure things such that what is most important but not necessarily urgent, it's not screaming at us, do this next, it gets taken care of? For most of us, the answer was doing it first thing in the morning, doing it before the day takes over. So that's been my practice for many, many years. I journal, I do my meditation, I talk to y'all, etc. That's been my morning practice. And it has made all the difference. If you're not a morning person, there was one young man on the call and he said he gets his second wind about 11 p.m. I'm long gone by then. But if that's what works for him, and at 11 p.m. he probably can't do a lot of the things business related. Nobody's open. But he can then do at 11 at night when he gets his second wind, his meditation, his journaling, his whatever. Go for a walk, whatever. What about for you? What can you modify in your environment to make it ridiculously easy to do what Spirit's calling you to do what your soul is giving you for guidance today? That's all I want you to think about. What's going to make this easier and routine for me to spend time following the guidance that I've just gotten from my soul? Cool. All right, so that's it for today. I just wanted to say, too, because I had someone ask me this question, because I just did my birthday coaching special, she asked the question, well, does that mean I can't sign up for coaching sessions in between? And I said, no, that's not it at all. You can sign up for coaching sessions whenever you want, but I usually do put them on a little bit of a discount in May for my birthday and in November for Black Friday. So she's gonna go on and check it out. And again, how you start with me is a discovery call. So if you go and you look at my services page, you're going to see all this stuff I offer, but you can't just sign up for that stuff out of the blue. We do a discovery call first, which is free. So you fill out this little questionnaire, won't kill you. It's just 5 questions. Like basically, what are you wanting to work on? What have you tried in the past that has worked or hasn't worked? What were the outcomes of that? What's going to happen if you keep doing what you've been doing, etc. Simple questions. Then we have a Zoom call, a short one, 20 minutes, half an hour, going over your answers to those questions. And I'll tell you what kinds of things I can do for you. You have a couple of days to think about it, and then I'll give you a buzz back and we'll see what you decided. Sometimes people are going, I'd love to, but not now. Sometimes people go, yeah, I'm ready, let's do this. Or sometimes people will go, I want to just do one session and stick my toe in and see how this goes. Perfectly fine. The value of doing a package is it's cheaper per session, but that doesn't matter to everybody. That doesn't matter to everybody. So then they'll do a one-shot deal and see what all they learn and how much progress they make, and then we go from there. So again, and sometimes people, when they're looking to move forward with this kind of a process, are like, I don't want to be pushed. I don't want anybody, calling me all the time and saying, are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? That's not me. That's not me. I will follow up with you 48 hours after we've talked, doing the discovery call. If you say not now or not yet or no thanks, perfectly good. No problem. So, again, where you'd find that information is on my website, Empowerment and Purpose, all little letters, all spelled out.com, under the services page. You can read about what I do and how I do it. And if you're interested, set up a free discovery call. There's no obligation. So I wish everybody again a happy Mother's Day, whether you're birthing ideas, whether you're birthing businesses, whether you've birthed humans, whatever it is, happy Mother's Day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Happy Mother's Day.